Hi, 8th Street Church. For those who were able to join us last Sunday, you know we are starting a new sermon series on women and the movement of God. And for the last few years, we've used the month of November to tell stories on saints in the church. And this sermon series does that too. But the next 5 weeks in worship are not just about women, and not just about women who are saints. In Matthew chapter 1, the gospel writer gives a genealogy of Jesus that traces all the way back through Jewish history. He includes some very well-known names, along with names that have never made it into any other part of our scripture. But in this centuries-long list of men, Matthew does a curious thing. He names 5 women: Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, Bathsheba, and Jesus' mother, Mary. Now, women's names were never included in Jewish genealogy, so immediately we know that their inclusion signals something really important. But for many of us who are so far removed from the details of Jewish history, Matthew's meaning can be lost on us. So over the next 5 weeks, we are going to be telling the stories of these 5 women and what they have to teach us about this way of Jesus. Just to give you some fair warning, these are not the kinds of stories you find in fairy tales or moralistic fables. They are stories of survivors, outsiders, refugees, and the abused. But they are also the stories of women who are brilliant examples of courage and hope and faithfulness and perseverance and redemption. Pastor Hope, Pastor Andrea, and I have been in prayer and conversation as we plan to preach about these women over the next 5 weeks. And these stories have been incredibly formative for us, the preachers. So we are excited to see how they will shape us as a community as well. As a pastor, I'm so grateful for a community of people willing to have real conversations about God's work amidst the hard realities of life, whether that's in Scripture or in our own. But as a mom to a 5 and a 7-year-old, I know there are some real conversations I'm just not ready for my kids to engage in yet. So if this is you, I want to remind you that we offer children's programming for ages 0 through 5th grade in our 11 a.m. service every week. And if you come with your child to our 9:30 service, we have several overflow spaces downstairs where you can watch the service with your kids while they play. And one of these is in the main community room, and the other is in the office area near the children's classrooms. And if you want to know more about this, Pastor Hope would very much welcome your questions. This Sunday, October 31st, we will start with the story of Tamar found in Genesis chapter 38. I am excited to share this with you, and I hope to see you then. And until then, friends, grace and peace to you.